Hi guys, Final Finds video number, I don't remember. It's been a while, it's been a month and a half, maybe 2 months, I don't remember exactly, since my last video. Yeah, been, as Fred said it, life happens, things happen. I was away, I had people visiting, I was expecting some records I wanted to show, they didn't show up, so I pushed it back to the next week and then, I couldn't do it that week. So anyway, I'm here and I'm here to do a vinyl finds video. Uh, Problem is that during that time I've been buying stuff, so there's a lot of things that I have accumulated and I cannot show everything because that would be like a 40-minute video, and it's just not doesn't work that well. So I'm going to be showing you some very specific stuff that I'm think that might be interesting for you, and probably do another video like next week with stuff that's left over from this week and potentially new things that might arrive. Actually, there are some things that are going to arrive, so yeah. As per usual, what's playing in the background is where we start off. This is something that's not from this batch. It's like I've shown it before. It's Gone and self-titled US band, but the music is like I don't know. They are yeah. It sounds, to me anyway, it sounds like krautrock rockish. Some people might designate it as zoo music, so it's like French cosmic music, but I would say that it's more krautrock than anything. It reminds me more of Popol Vuh with drumming and heavy like progressive bass lines. And also there's minimalist elements with vocals that are just doing harmonies on the background. It's just amazing, fantastic album. I highly recommend it. So anyway, yeah, this is something that I bought. Yeah, I've shown like a couple of videos ago. So, but I don't know, it ended up on the turntable. Usually what happens is that I put in something that is from the latest batch, but this is how it happened now. So yeah, there you have it. So yeah, a little bit more off-kilter stuff that I'm going to be showing. As I said, I won't stick to 10 minutes. I don't see what the time is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 3 minutes, and I've already shown one record, so that's all right. A reissue that I'm really happy to actually get. I had it on CD for a while. Not here. I have it back home. So this is Selected Ambient Works from Aphex Twin. That is the 1985 to 1992. And unlike the Selected Ambient Works 2, which is like the 3LP version, this is a 2LP version. Not a 2LP version. What am I talking about? This is 2LPs basically. This is much more dancier than the Selected Ambient Works 2, and I think this is better. This is better in my opinion anyway. Highly recommended. I mean, this is really good stuff, and I got it for really cheap, which is quite good. I mean, this was 12 quid, and it's not hard to find it for 12 quid actually. So this is quite interesting. Next up we have Superior Viaduct. Superior Viaduct have been going on a row of really good releases. I mean, they had MX80 Sound, they had the 2 volumes of Devo, which I haven't bought to be honest, because it's just running on limited resources here, both monetary and spatial as well. I mean, I have loads of overflows and it's just not, it doesn't go down well. With me or with my girlfriend, to be honest, although she doesn't mind that much, which is quite good. So yeah, they've been going on a very good streak of very good releases. actually I have yeah, just because I'm talking about Superior Viaduct, so it's Eldon 6, yeah. Interface, probably, if you're watching this channel, you're probably familiar with Eldon. I mean, there's not much that I need to talk to you about. Experimental French rock, prog, psych, whatever you want to call it, really. It's more progressive, I guess, because it has like elements of, it's not very standardized in that kind of sense. And yeah, it's classic. I'm really happy that they have reissued this, because this is way expensive to find. Sensations Fix, another Superior Viaduct. I think it's a little bit too loud. Another Superior Viaduct reissue. The first album from Sensations Fix, Fragments of Light, and this is Italian progressive band, very progressive sounding. There was another reissue. There were two actually reissues for Sensations Fix. One was from Light in the Attic, which is really good. There was another one that was, I don't remember which label did it, doesn't matter. It had a CD as well. I listened to it and I just didn't mind for it very much, so I traded it. This is really good. This is progressive, very 70s like. It does sound like, you know, from the time that it came out. I think that the later Sensations Fix releases are, should I say, even more to my liking, but this is really good. Check it out. And another one, Solaris, Tarkovsky's movie, and this is the original soundtrack. I know that there was another reissue, which is really funny because, you know, it wasn't available for like forever, and then suddenly there's like two different companies reissuing the same thing. I sort of prefer this, the Viaduct, the Superior Viaduct version. It comes with 3 different sleeves, each one with a picture from the 70s movie. So I got this one. Actually, I wanted the other one that had the guy strolling around the fields. I liked that one, but and this was my least favorite one. I was like, I hope that I don't get this one. And I did get this one, because that's how it works. At the end, I was like, you know what? This is quite good. I like it. This is sort of good. So yeah, this is the Superior Viaduct version. I guess that the music is the same as with the previous one, previous release of Solaris. And good news, the 2000 something music from Solaris, from, oh, what's his name? 8 minutes, bloody hell. So yeah, anyway, they're issuing the soundtrack from the recent re-release of Solaris, which is Cliff Martinez, and it's unbelievable. You should get it. I'm definitely buying that one. I mean, it's just fantastic. This is really good as well. Highly recommended. Yes, a really nice release from Arve Henriksen, Places of Worship. Arve Henriksen, you might know or you might not know. He's what does he play? Bloody hell, horns or something? Yes, I think it's horns. Trumpets, yeah, trumpets. He's a trumpet player. I wanted to say saxophone, but I knew that it was wrong. It's trumpet, and he plays in Super Silent. So you might know Super Silent, playing self-professed death jazz band from Sweden, and from Sweden, aren't they? I don't want to get these things wrong, because, you know, it's like, oh no, he's not from Sweden, he's Norwegian, you bloody ignorant bastard. Yeah, sorry if he is. I think he's Swedish though. I mean, yeah. And yes, so yeah, Super Silent, amazing band. Do get 456. That's really good, because their LPs came, initially they were only CDs. You could get 1 to 3 in one CD, and then 4 to 6 on another CD, and then I think they started issuing some of them on vinyl as well. It's out on Ruined Gramophone, and it's very pastoral, very pastoral. It's very nice pastoral kind of work. It has a pastoral feel to it. Let's not. And it also has some, and it also ends each side with vocal tracks as well. Really good, very, very, very nice. I'm really happy to get this. Also, I've ordered. There's a 6 LP set for Margaret Hendrickson that combines all his first releases that were all only CD only, and it came out like £120 when it came out. I found it on Discogs for 50 quid. A guy was selling it. Actually, he had it initially at 70, and then he dropped it to 60, and then on Friday morning he dropped it to 50, and then I ordered it immediately, and he hasn't responded to me. I hate you, man. I mean, you put it on 50, you have to sell it. Damn. Anyway, if you're watching this, it's gonna come to a nice home. Yeah, so reconsider. An interesting release. It's not exactly the same thing that. It's not exactly what it says on the tin, but it's really good. 11 minutes. God damn it. Cosmic Machine. This is a double LP, and it says here, a voyage across French cosmic and electronic avant-garde from 1970 to 1980. And there's stuff here that the only names that I really know are or ring bells. Well, I know Serge Gainsbourg. I do know him. I know, who else do I know? Jean-Michel Jarre with Jean-Michel Jarre with Blackbird, and some names that do ring bells is like Francois de Roubaud or something like that, and Pierre Bachelet, maybe. These are names that do ring bells. It's not so much avant-garde, I would say. It's very easy listening, in my opinion. It's more disco than, gives me a more disco feel than anything else. Really good though, and also surprisingly, I knew stuff from here. I didn't know from where. It's like, I don't know. I knew them. I knew the sounds. It's like, I know the song, I don't know where I know it from, I don't know where I've heard it from, but I do know it. It's, so, you know, and it also comes with a CD. Really, really nice compilation. It's not very expensive. It's limited to, I don't know, 2,000 copies maybe? So it's not really limited these days, I think. And fantastic art from this guy. He's done some Eldon covers. He's done Andrei Korzinski, I wouldn't say no. Dr. Faustus, he did the cover for it, and just amazing artwork, fantastic. A really nice reissue from Gerson, Dreamies, highly recommended. This is really, really good. Problem is that alright, let me talk about the music. The music is, it's 2 long tracks. Experimental kind of psychedelic lo-fi pop with electronics in it. It sounds much nicer than my description. So my description would maybe point to a direction of too much experimentation, as like a little bit iffy, but this sounds like completely drugged out Beatle-esque and Beatle-esque melodies. This is really nice music. Problem is, I ordered it directly from Gerson, and this is scratchy, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I need to pay like, I don't know how much money to send it back, and then for them to send me a copy back, which is annoying, and that's one of the problems with, you know, ordering overseas. But yeah, and usually Gerson does a really good job with pressings. How much? 15 minutes. Okay, I'll do another 3, and the reason why I'll do another 3 is that the last two, which you need to stay tuned for, are amazing and super highly recommended. This is really highly recommended as well. This is Lord Krishna von Goloka, and it's from Sergio Golovin. This is a recent reissue on a very boring label called ZYX Music from Germany. It's like the most boring reissue that you could imagine. It's like very German European reissue, yeah, whatever, let's put in some copies in. And this is he's Czech originally. I think he grew up in Switzerland, sorry, what am I talking about? Switzerland, and he was like an artist, poet, something like that, and he did just this one album, but on this one album he managed to get Klaus Schulze, for example, and yeah, it's just fucking amazing, and he's like he's chanting and reading out in German, I think. Stuff from you know, spiritual whatever, and it's just fucking amazing. I put it on yesterday and my girlfriend was like, what is this? I don't like it, I hate it. I was like, why? This is so nice, this is so good, so spiritual, so uplifting. That's me. One of the best kind of krautrock, kosmische, whatever you want to call it, records out there, and yeah, well, you know, comes highly recommended. Really, you can find it really cheap. My pronunciation there got lost completely. So you can find it really cheap. I got it for like 11 quid. There was a Wawa reissue of this, but it's long gone deleted, and I really wish I had bought it. And now, 17 minutes, fucking hell, I said 10 minutes and I'm on 17 minutes already. So, last two records, I bumped into this looking through catalogs of records and just reading through descriptions and all that, and I found this guy, Afflicted Man. He's one guy called Steve, what's his name? Oh, bugger, can't remember his name now. Steve Hall, yeah, Steve Hall. He made a few records, some mini LPs and 7 inches and one LP really. And this is combined. I think this is combining 2 mini LPs. The cover doesn't say much. He looks like a punk, very punk looking guy. He recorded these in between 1970. Hang on, it says when things were released, I think. Yeah, it was something like early 80s, basically. He hasn't got that many releases, so it's 145.2, 1 LP, yeah, 1 LP and one 12-inch. So yeah, not that many releases. And musically, this is like people get confused with this one. So in general, with the Afflicted Man, I've listened to this one. I was like, yeah, this is amazing. I got the record. It's just one of my favorite things that I bought this year, until I bought this one, which is from him. This is a Gershon reissue. Comes in 500 copies. Go grab one. And yeah, I'll talk about the confusion about this album. So here you can read on the hype sticker, it's like a tremendous heavy psych album from the UK, released in the likely year of 1982, from self-proclaimed hippie punk Steve Hall. So, heavy psych, hippie punk, doesn't make any sense. My description for this is, especially for this record, is imagine you have the Stooges and they're doing a jam session, because this is live. This is live. It sounds like, you know, the recording is straight from the console. It's really raw, not produced very much, but it's like, it sounds really good. I really like it. It might be, you know, lacks the touches that, you know, production will give it, but you know, it has all this raw energy that makes it just amazing. And what it sounds like is the Stooges having a jam session where Iggy Pop is like way too stoned to say too much, and he leaves it to the band to just jam the hell out of it. And this is the best guitar work you can hear this side of Stooges ever. Super highly recommended. Get Stoned Easy, High Speed, and The Afflicted Man. And this is really good as well. This is more song based. I'm Off Me Head. And yeah, it's punk in a way, but it's not punk in a way because he is doing a lot of soloing and he's really good at, you know, just ripping through that guitar. Highly recommended stuff. Yeah, punks didn't like guitar solos. They were like, you know what, Led Zeppelin were doing that, we're not doing that, we're like all about the DIY, and besides we don't have time to learn to play the guitar that well, we have to drink beer and do drugs or whatever. But this guy is ripping it, and it's really good. Super highly recommended. I mean, you know, if you're going to buy one of these, buy this one, but both of them are so good, and you know, yeah. So that's my update. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for the 21 minutes that I've been took your time. As I said, hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments. I love your comments. Like the video, dislike the video, subscribe, unsubscribe if you don't, if you didn't like it and you decided that, you know what, he's a dick. Yeah, I'll try to do another video next week. Stuff that I haven't shown. And yeah, and see you around.